Roger, W0DY. My name is Dave, Delta Adam Victor Edward. It's Kilo Mike 6 Yankee Sierra Sierra. I'm located in Caldwell, Idaho, which is the southwest part of the state. Over.
Well, good afternoon, Dave. KM6YSS, I believe, W0DY. Name is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel, November John, and I'm in the northern part of Oklahoma, about 15 miles from the Kansas border, and about 100 miles north of Oklahoma City, a little town called Ponca City. And I was just tuning around, and I was going to call CQ, and there you are. So, an odd way to start a conversation, but it's all the same. Running 100 watts to a vertical antenna, 100 watts to a vertical, so that's all the station I've got set right now. Back to you, Dave, KM6YSS, W0DY.
Yeah, roger that. I'm also running 100 watts through a homebrew vertical. I use a speaker wire, one cut for 40 meters, one cut for 20 meters, and I have them fed through a one-to-one balun that I built with a common feed, of course, and then they split off into two separate lines. And it goes up on actually it's on a painter's pole, one of those extendable foot painters push-up poles. I've got that extended up about 21 feet in the air, and those two wires hang from that, come down to the balun, and then I feed it with my Icon 7300 at 100 watts. Over.
Well, it's doing a great job. You're right at the 5.5 to 5.6 level there, Dave. So your speaker wire and your painter's pole is doing a great job. The band is really strange. It's gone really noisy to nothing and back to noisy. I was looking at the solar map a little bit ago, and but they're not necessarily doing anything for us. So the sun isn't really favoring us much today. The solar flux is only 80, and we've got the right number of sunspots that have to drop, but they're just not in the right place. But your rig, your 7300 and your speaker wire antenna doing a great job. KM6YSS, W0DY.
Hey John, what kind of radio are you running over there?
This is the Yaesu FT891, FT891, 100 watts approximately, to a vertical that is also homemade. It's out literally clamped with radiator clamped to and it's got two radios on a couple of radios, got four actually, two for 20 and two for 15. And 15 doesn't seem to want to do anything. We'll be very limited on 15, but we don't have much 15 activity unless you want to work a little FT8 over.
Yeah, roger that. I've been doing a little FT8, on 20 and 40 meters in the evening, being able to get up quite a bit with that. So I'm also on your QRZ page, and is that you there for the corner?
Yeah, that's me, I think 13 or so, back when I had my novice license. Dad bought and I used the helicopter's equipment out of the Sears catalog over.
Well, that's really cool, man. That's awesome. What year was that?
I think it was 63, something like that over.
That's very cool. That's a great picture to have right there. So have you been pretty much steady in the hobby since 63, or did you take a break a little bit? Or
I've been active all through the time. I was in the Navy, and I was very active in the Navy. Talked to my dad from New Zealand and also from other places where I was stationed. And so I've been active for 55 years now.
Roger that, man. That's awesome. Did you when you were in the Navy, did you serve as a radio man?
Negative. I was an electronics technician. I was an ET, and it was kind of funny story here. I joined the Navy out of high school because they were drafting everybody they could get a hold of. Right. This is 1967. Right. And so I knew that I was going to get drafted. And so I joined the Navy to stay out of Vietnam and not wear a green uniform. And I liked the mystique of being a sailor. Well, it wasn't too long that I was, after some electronic school training and survival training, and lived down on Coronado Beach with some unique guys down there that I got stationed over in Saigon and then later out throughout the country. ended up wearing a green uniform and being in Vietnam for 2 years, over.
Roger that. I know when I was in the Coast Guard, I went in '76, and there was a bunch of guys there in my first duty station that joined the Coast Guard to avoid Vietnam, and they had signed up for 4-year enlistments because of that, or 6 years, 4 or 6 years back then, I can't recall. But anyway, they had signed up for an enlistment that they thought would avoid Vietnam. They ended up going over to Vietnam and working those riverboats for the Navy. And when they came back, they were stationed at the Coast Guard station in Houston doing ship channel patrols, and they were very unhappy about having to finish up that long extended enlistment. Over.
Yeah. There are a lot of guys that made a lot of decisions like me and those guys that really didn't get what they wanted. But at the same time, we did our duty and we did it proudly, so not too happy with the way things ended up over there. We've got another situation going on now that doesn't make us too happy. But anyway, that's where things kind of started, right out of high school to the Navy. And the positive side of that is that out of the Navy I got married, or out of Vietnam I got married. And then we went to New Zealand for 3 years. So from one extreme to the other, it's been a 3-year tour in New Zealand, coordinating communications with Antarctica and working on some huge transmitters to do that. And just had a lot of fun down there. We were able to go back to New Zealand about 40 years later when I retired and spent about 40 days and nights down there rekindling friendships and seeing things that we wanted to re-see and also do things we didn't get to do when we were down there. So that was a lot of fun. KM6YSS, W0DY.
Hey John, that's awesome, man. Thank you for your service, by the way. And I am going to go ahead and just give you the frequency because I need to go do the dishes before the wife gets home from work. Over.
Roger that. Well, I'll let you keep marital bliss going there, and I'll take 73s with you for your speaker wire and your 7300 doing a great job. So let's talk again soon. Really enjoyed it. 73 is like your QRP to the dishwasher there. KM6YSS, 73, W0DY.
W0DY, Kilo Mike 6, Yankee Sierra Sierra. Also, by the way, John, I'm also making a YouTube video, and I'm going to post this to YouTube right after we get through talking. And if you want to, you'll be able to go there, search for your call sign, and you'll see your signal as displayed on the ICOM 7300 and be able to hear your audio on the video. So it's really good. I think you'll enjoy it. And again, 73s, have a wonderful day.
Okay, 73s. Well, thank you very much. I'll do that. I'll look at my call on YouTube there. I think that will be a first. 73s, talk to you soon, and really enjoyed it. Let's do it again. KM6YSS, W0DY,
73, KM6YSS, cleared from the frequency.
This is Whiskey 0, Delta Yankee, W0DY in Oklahoma. Who is it? Anybody else out there?